In Genesis 19, we see the famous, if not infamous, story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, as we all know. Lot and his wife and daughters flee because God tells him that he's going to destroy it, and they're not to look back. His son-in-laws, the daughters' wives, they scoff, they laugh. God's going to destroy it. Yeah, right. We've heard that one before. They seem like one that was mocking, right? They just think this is all a big joke, but it wasn't a joke. The sin of Sodom and Gomorrah grew so great, and it's evidence there. God comes to destroy it, and what do? Rather than prove their worthiness to stay alive, they prove their unworthiness, and they attempt to rape these angels who they think are just strangers and guests in Lot's house. Now, this isn't a happy ending to the story. The son-in-laws get destroyed with Sodom and Gomorrah, for they don't listen to the Lord. They don't listen to Lot. They don't flee. They stay in this den of misery and sin. Lot's wife looks back, which tends to indicate she had friends there, right? She probably looked back longing for the home they had built up, right? If your home was destroyed, you'd want to see, am I losing something? But they're told not to look back to sin. This is the point. God doesn't even want them to have a remembrance of this type of life. She looks back, judgment is placed on her. She's turned to a pillar of salt. And again, it'd be bad enough if the story ended here, but it doesn't. The daughters now, who think that know their husbands are dead and probably think they're the last humans on the planet. Humans have a tendency to overreact, to freak out when calamity happens. It's the end of the world. We're going to see this in our day just like in theirs. And everybody kind of goes bonkers, if you will, in thinking we're doomed. And what do? They get their father drunk and attempt to make children so that they think they're going to, they're never going to meet another guy to have children. So the earth is going to end without them doing this sinful act to bring about children. And so there's all throughout Scripture, God makes a way, and yet people feel they have to help God, or maybe God doesn't really understand, or he's kind of not going to provide a way. And they keep messing up over and over again. I mean, this is the theme we see in Scripture. This is a theme we're going to see in our own lives as we look around today. So again, the point comes down to listen to God, trust God, even when it seems impossible. He's going to provide a way. We don't need to sin that good may result. It never works that way. Let us do good, for God will provide our needs.